Spirit House in Georgetown, New York is a nationally registered historic site that was a mecca of spiritualism during its heyday in the latter half of the 19th century. The Spirit House Society invites you to join us in helping rekindle the soul behind this divine place. Spirit House was completed by Timothy Brown in 1868 to serve as a gathering place for spiritualists. Brown testified that he was guided by spirits in constructing Spirit House. Should he place his chisel incorrectly, he could not move his arm. If he placed it correctly, his arm would move deftly. Upon completion, a carpenter surprised those who had been skeptical about Brown's workmanship when he told them that it was the best frame that he had ever seen. Brown designed the house to be conducive for meeting spirits. Closets were the exclusive domain of spirits. There was a windowless room where spirits would be called. Spirits advised Brown to make the exterior walls scalloped to keep away bad spirits. When we examine the scalloped columns, they have a very similar pattern to cup marks found on ancient megaliths. Spirit House would become a mecca of spiritualism during its boom period in the latter half of the 19th century. From 1870 to 1880, there were more spiritualist conversions in New York than in any other state, and Spirit House was its center. When a medium's cheat sheet with information from the town's graves was found, Spirit House was closed to mediumship. Community events would continue to be held there. In 1899, the house passed to the Stevens family. Their daughter Alice would continue to live there until 1989, when she passed. She would be its last resident. The next owner refused to sell the house, fearing it would bring her death. So when she passed in 2009, the house was put up for sale. When inducted into the National Register of Historic Homes, Spirit House was described as, quote, an unusual example of the eclecticism that characterized architecture in the middle of the 19th century. The house defies stylistic classification and is a unique and very personal expression of one man's religious fervor at a time and in a place where many religious currents were consuming the local population. Whenever Spirit House is mentioned, people ask, is it haunted? Often when people take pictures, orbs, bright balls of light or energy appear as in the photos you are seeing, convincing them that it is. I would say that Spirit House is a divine place that has been a sacred site for thousands of years. Often we are overcome by fear, spooked, as they say, when we are exposed to the unseen world and the divine. Remember in the Bible that the angels often said, "Do not be afraid," whenever they appeared. But put fear aside, and you may well encounter the divine there. The Spirit House property consists of the house, which is 2,640 square feet, a barn, a garage, nestled on 3.5 acres. It is listed at $89,900. Unfortunately, water damage from a leak in the roof caused the house much damage, and it had to be gutted before it was put up for sale. The Spirit House Society looks to purchase and restore Spirit House and turn it into a spiritual healing and retreat center. Make it economically viable and open to all. At a minimum, we hope to arrest the decline of the house. We would like to restore the house if funds become available. We plan on reinvigorating the rich spiritual history of the house that Brown established and building upon it. Our activities, from workshops to group meditations, will be in keeping with that spirit. We believe that the land that Spirit House sits on is special and that it has a long history of being a sacred site. We look to honor that. Help us rekindle the soul behind Spirit House in Georgetown, New York. Please join or donate to the Spirit House Society. Go to www.spirithousesociety.org to make a secure donation and to learn more about our effort.